Throne, an exciting new hip-hop duo, taking their music to the world without leaving their home in Oklahoma. What is it like to be a Native woman in America in 2024?
I feel like for me, the first generation to come out of invisibility, basically. Good because people realize that we're still here and all the things that we struggle with, we have them and we are healing from them at the same time.
Viva la revolution, even if it's polluted. Live vicarious abuse of children through
H is not Indigenous, he's Jewish, and that comes with its own issues.
with vacuous intentions, packing passion and tension.
Almost the opposite of Indigenous people's experience. There's a hyper-focus on Jewish people as a minority group in the States or in the world. And things are complicated now. The question of what's Jewish and what's not Jewish and who's Jewish and what do Jewish people want is now something where 99 out of 100 people at the table discussing it are non-Jewish people. People telling you what you are, what you believe, but not even being that thing they're talking about.
That she really is a savage. Hug it every time we go crazy on the mattress. Love in the air and some flames in it too. We gonna rock cause we love what we do. Ay, 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 ay. Let me tell you something else though.
H and River have close to 300,000 followers. They're featured in Teen Vogue, have superstar fans like Kyrie Irving, and they're a couple in real life. So what do you two have in common that means you make music together, H?
It's just cool because it's just always hype. We always love everything that the other person wants to do. So when we work together, it's...
Well, we inspire each other.
Yes.
So it's like, we have different strengths and weaknesses. So for me, of course, like I said, always been singing. I have a very strong practiced voice. And he has been writing for a long time and is an extremely competent. No, he's just a really good writer. And so that inspires me. And what I do inspires him as well. So we get to bounce off of each other.
Then there's the inspiration River draws from her tribal homeland, close to Tulsa. So where are we anyway?
We are in the small town called Dewar, where I went to high school, middle school, and elementary school.
Who lives here?
This is my grandma's house. So this house and the one right next door to it, me and my siblings, we would basically interchange living between them.
And you're on tribal land?
It is restricted tribal land.
We drove out to meet her rather camera-shy grandmother. Your granddaughter told me that she recorded a song in her native language. Mm-hmm. How did you feel about that?
That was good. I was really surprised, and I was really proud of her for doing that.
Granny, you taught me so much. I came to Oklahoma whenever I was 7 years old. And before that, I didn't really know anything about my culture or my tribe. So coming here, it was like brand new, everything. There was so much to learn. And she was the main person who taught me all these things. How to shake shells, how to stomp, how to do our dances. Taught me a lot of language. Taught me how to be strong.
Is there an expectation that, as a Native artist, that you have to be singing, performing, looking in a certain way?
Oh, absolutely. People don't understand that I'm Native if I'm not dressed up. If I'm not wearing something that is reminiscent of, you know, Native people in the, or before 1800s, you know?
Mm-hmm. Married to the game, want the money, want the fame, I engage. All the flashing lights, the cause of my pain.
What makes Throne different is they're independent. They've released 6 albums and built their following on TikTok.
I feel like Indigenous artists are coming out of anywhere and everywhere because there's more tools available for them to not depend on anybody in that high power, and they could just do it themselves. And there's more people who are going to relate to them now than ever before because of the internet.
We have a song called I Need to Go Viral. That's the name.
I need to go viral if I want to be free. Then I'll be complete. Something I'll relate to. Anger and rage to. We don't know what hate do. Engagement gets you paid, dude. Engagement gets you paid, dude.
When we posted it, some people were like, this is garbage. This is what's wrong with social media music. And I was like, you don't, right, it's like, you don't understand satire. You don't understand parody. That's okay.
This is how it is now and it'll never change.
Given their messages, their identity, not all attention is positive.
The internet is full of people you would die.
Someone said, basically to her, they're just like, you suck at singing. It's good that almost all of your people are dead now. Just like absolutely insane. You know, or like, people who will figure out that I'm Jewish, and then they'll just be like, how could you be with this disgusting Israeli colonizer? And it's like, I'm not even Israeli. I'm not a colonizer. One Jewish person doesn't represent everything, etc. And it's like, these comments, a lot of times, we decided early on, we just delete them.
Mixing art with activism. Throne. Artivists. So H, what do you write about? What are you passionate about writing?
I just kind of reflect on what it's like to be alive, what it's like to be a person now, or what it would like to be a person in the past, and just kind of reflecting on the human condition in all of its ways. And maybe sometimes it's preachy, maybe sometimes it's not. There's a line there, but I don't really mind where I walk over it.
Ooh, but this is where we like converge, right? Because we feel like Indigenous values and ideas and way of life is human way of life. It's like everybody has these roots.
So if you go more than 10,000 years back, everybody lived.
What's everybody doing?
They were all living in their ancestors' indigenous way, and those values worked. And now there's these new systems which, from my perspective and many people's perspective, aren't necessarily working or not working as well as they could. And there's so much knowledge that's not lost. It's with Indigenous communities. And yeah, we want to learn more about that and share what we do know.
5 doors up in endless ocean, but the sky frozen.
As an artist and a proud Mvskoke Creek woman, River refuses to be typecast.
You can't take anything out of an Indigenous person. Like what they're making, what they're saying, why it is that they're saying, how they came to this perspective and this conclusions, why they put it in the song, why they use these words specifically, what they mean to them. All of these things have deep roots in their culture, and you can't take that away from anybody.
I'm just doing my thing. I was just doing my thing. I'm just, yeah.